Looks like Mayor de Blasio is now trying to weigh in on the DOJ's decision not to go after Officer Danny Pantaleo. So this came out in SI Live. Mayor de Blasio announces new policy on police involved deaths following federal DOJ Garner decision. You would think a mayor would have more power. Either that or they're acting like they don't have any, which is pretty jacked up. A new city policy will require immediate disciplinary proceedings following an officer's involvement in a death of an unarmed civilian. The Tuesday announcement from Mayor Bill de Blasio follows the Department of Justice decision not to pursue charges against police officer Daniel Pantaleo for his role in the 2014 death of Eric Garner. Years ago, we put our faith in the federal government to act. De Blasio said we won't make that mistake again. According to a media release from the mayor's office, disciplinary proceedings will begin unless the victim's family asks the police commissioner to allow a criminal trial to proceed first, or a judge compels the city to allow a prosecutor to first conduct their investigation. The problem is the prosecutor is very tied to the police department, and it's the same thing as investigating yourselves, and you're going to find nothing. Pantaleo's long-awaited disciplinary trial came to an end more than a month ago, but no decision has yet been announced regarding any disciplinary action against the officer who took Garner to the ground in what the NYPD head of training at the police academy says meet the definition of a chokehold. The video taken by witness Ramsey Orta showed Pantaleo wrestle Garner to the ground while Garner could be heard repeatedly shouting, "I can't breathe," which he said it 11 times. That's outrageous. The city's medical examiner ruled Garner's death a homicide, determining that he died from compression of neck, chokehold, compression of chest, and prone positioning during the physical restraint by police, which never should have happened. Never should have happened. Number one, he was no threat. Number two, again, he just got done breaking up a fight, wasn't even selling Lucy's, and he really did something and it was over the top and unnecessary. His weight and pre-existing medical conditions, acute chronic bronchial asthma and hypertensive cardiovascular disease also contributed to his death. No, it didn't. Being choked out was the only reason he died at that moment. The medical examiner report stated Staten Island grand jury declined to indict Pantaleo on criminal charges following Garner's death. If any disciplinary actions, measures were taken against Pantaleo, they may be kept secret due to the city's aggressive interpretation of a state law meant to shield personnel records from public view, which began under de Blasio. NYPD Deputy Commissioner of Public Information. All right, let me just go down here. I don't care about that. In addition to the new policy, de Blasio said the city will call on the federal government, either through congressional or executive action, to compel the DOJ to notify families within 1 year whether it intends in cases like Garner, or to allow for the reopening of those cases if new facts arrive following that 1 year period. This further reform will make sure no family ever waits years for the answers they deserve, de Blasio said. Well, you sure made Eric Garner's family wait for years. He died in 2014, and it took you 5 years just to let them know you have no intentions on doing anything to the cop that killed him for no reason. Okay, it makes no sense. The whole thing makes no sense. And my heart goes out to Eric Garner's family. You know, these folks have already gone through so much. Now you're making them relive the nightmare all over again with the intent of never doing anything about the cop that's responsible for his death. This is why there are a lot of people walking around and don't believe nor like your system. And and these folks got the nerve to believe this stuff is going to run like this forever, y'all. you know, there's a reason why America's fallen apart rapidly. And I'm so glad it's recognized everywhere, except for the idiots that run the system. They don't seem to see anything. But in a way, that's good. Because when the place does collapse, they will be the most, they'll be crying the loudest. Let's just put it that way. But the way I see it, de Blasio's announcement is really a bunch of nothing. It is nothing that's going to make things better for the family or, as far as I'm concerned, the city. You are sending a killer back out there to patrol people. And America seems to not have a problem with this. They love sending their killer cops back out to patrol an area. And we're supposed to all be fine with that, y'all. This is a disgrace. Please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.